Hello and welcome to Nahar Global School online classes. Today we are going to discuss part A, employability skills for class 9 of ICT syllabus, the IT syllabus, information technology syllabus of class 9th. Here we have first unit communication skills, second unit is self management skills, third basic ICT skills, fourth unit entrepreneurial skills, and fifth unit is green skills. Now first of all we are going to discuss the first unit, communication skills. What is communication? The exchange of information by signs and signals, speaking, writing or using some other medium or means of communication is called as communication. Now what are the learning objectives of effective communication? What are the things which are essential for effective communication? Sending, receiving and understanding the message or information well. Whenever we are sending the message and somebody else is receiving the message, the understanding has to be there for the sender as well as the receiver. Then only it will be called as effective communication. Development of interpersonal skills. These we are going to discuss at a later stage. The development of interpersonal skills, there should be a communication where the sender and receiver has to have some kind of basic skills. Third one is to express effectively with maximum efficiency. Like the communication should be effective and it should be having the maximum efficiency, then only that communication will be effective or it will be having some kind of meaning. Now first of all, after the communication, we are going to discuss about communication cycle, the process of communication. Communication cycle is the process by which a message is sent by one individual through a chain of recipients to the several recipients or single recipient. Now the timing and effectiveness of communication cycle is based on how long it takes for feedback to be received by the initial sender. This can be better explained through this cycle. The communication process involves sender who expresses something or gives the message. Then there is a medium of transmission through which this communication is done, and the recipient is getting the message, he interprets it and it gives the feedback, returns the feedback to the sender. Now here the sender is the person or entity which is originating the communication. Message is the information which is being sent by the sender, and coding is how the sender chooses to bring the message into a form which is appropriate for sending. Channel is the mean of sending the message, the mean of communication. Receiver is the person who is getting the message. Decoding is in the form where receiver is getting the message, and coding is the form in which sender is giving the message. Decoding is the form where receiver is getting the message, and feedback is the response given by receiver about the message. Now we have the styles of communication. There are four major categories of communication styles: verbal, non-verbal, written and visual. Now first is verbal communication. Here you can see in a classroom some people are thinking about something and somebody else is speaking their thoughts. So these are different kind of communication styles which we are going to discuss here. So verbal communication is the use of language to transfer or share your information or feelings through speaking or using the sign language. Non-verbal communication is there when you are using gestures or facial expressions. You are using your body language for conveying the information to others. It can be intentional, you may be doing it intentionally, deliberately, or it can be unintentional. So non-verbal communication is helpful when trying to understand others' thoughts and feelings. Here we can see that these are the two girls who are not able to hear. These are the hearing impaired girls, and they are communicating with each other through sign language. Then we have the visual communication. Here we use photographs, videos, art, drawings, sketches, etc. the graphs for conveying information. It provides an effective communication through the presentations. You may have seen a lot of presentations while studying in different subjects. The teachers or the people whom you come across may be giving some kind of presentations to you. Here we have a photograph related to that. Now we have the written communication. Written communication is the act of writing, typing or printing symbols like letters or numbers to convey the information. Here we can keep a record, so it is a permanent kind of communication. We can issue letters, send emails, SMS, or the WhatsApp chats you are doing. All these are done in written forms also. Then we have the advantages of written communication. Written communication has a lot of advantages. First one is it is having a permanent record. As I told you, you can maintain a permanent record of the information which has been exchanged using written form. Then we have meticulous presentation. Here we have the permanent record. So people are very conscious in writing down the things. So it takes, meticulous means it takes a lot of work to give the written record. So the presentation is more effective. Easy circulation, the document can be easily circulated in organizations. One document can be circulated to various people also. Suitable for statistical data, you can compare the data, you can interpret visually using graphs. So it is easy to understand using the statistics. Then we have, it promotes goodwill. Whenever an organization is sending written documents, everything is having a proof. So it gives a goodwill to that organization. Then we have next the disadvantages of written communication. The written communication takes a lot of time. It is time consuming. Obviously you have to write down everything, so it is time consuming. It is not flexible. You are not able to change the written documents once you have sent it. So it is not flexible also. No scope for clarification. People can interpret wrong things out of the written documents because you don't have the facial gestures or feelings associated to it. It's not easy to understand the written things and attach it to some kind of emotions or feelings. So there is no scope for clarification also. Probability of wrong interpretation, which we have discussed before also in this no scope for clarification. There may be some kind of wrong interpretation of the things you have sent. There is a probability of wrong interpretation. Now, after this we come to a major part of communication, which is body language. Body language is the aspect of non-verbal communication where physical gestures and signs are used other than words. Here we are not using the words, but we are using gestures, facial expressions and signs for conveying something. So what it includes, the body language includes facial expressions, posture, gestures, touch, the use of space, the place where you are conveying it, and eye movement. Eye movement also plays an important work. This is known as kinesics or kinesthetics. Now next thing is, what are the do's and don'ts for a good body language. First of all, you should make eye contact. Here you can see you should look into the eyes of the receiver for having the good body language. There should be a firm handshake. Most of us are not doing this handshake because of the current scenario, the pandemic situation which we are going through because of the COVID-19. So we are not having the handshake right now, but whenever the handshake is there, then it has to be firm. Few hand gestures are shown here in this diagram. Thumbs up, that everything is going on well. This gesture means one little finger is up. It means you want to go to the loo or washroom. A lot of people are showing this sign, which is not taken as a good sign. And one gesture is showing the pointing a finger, which means you are trying to point at somebody or blaming somebody, which is again not that good. Now, what are the don'ts of good body language? What are the don'ts for that? Rubbing your hands together during an important meeting. Whenever you are meeting somebody important, you are not supposed to rub your hands together, or you should not lean back while you are meeting somebody important or a close friend. Crossing your arms is not again a good sign. Not making eye contact, you are trying to not look into the eyes of the receiver. This is again not right thing. Making too much eye contact. Now again, this is something which you should keep in mind, that you should not try to scare somebody by staring at that person. आपको stare नहीं करना है उसकी तरफ. You should be looking very neutrally towards that person in the eyes, but you should not stare at the person. Fidgeting, like showing that you are not interested, is again not good. And touching your face too often is again not good. It doesn't have a good impact on the people who are at the receiving end. Now we have the verbal form of communication. It saves time. These are the advantages of verbal communication skills. So it saves time. Whenever you are speaking something, it saves a lot of time. You don't have to write down everything. It saves your money also. The papers are not required, or the gadgets are not required for typing down. Feedback is quick, immediate response is there when you are speaking. Chances of distortion in meaning is less, means there are no barriers in sending the information. आपकी information change होने के chances बहुत कम रहते हैं. Not convenient for long messages. Now ये जो है disadvantage है verbal communication की, जो meaning है उसमें distortion हो सकता है. Second है कि long messages can't be sent conveniently through verbal communication. आप भूल भी सकते हो when you are conveying something, or maybe you are giving irrelevant information. आप extra चीज़ें भी बोल जाते हो which is not related to the topic. So irrelevant information भी पास हो जाती है. Misunderstanding हो जाती है कई बार. जब दो लोग बात कर रहे हैं, there may be the argument, people are trying to prove their point. So misunderstanding भी हो जाती है when you are using the verbal communication. And the cost of communication is more. आप अगर टेक्नोलॉजी यूज़ कर रहे हो या दूसरे कोई गैजेट्स यूज़ कर रहे हो तो कॉस्ट भी उसमें एडेड हो जाती है. Now we are coming to the advantages of non-verbal communication. जो आप साइंस जेस्चर्स यूज़ कर रहे हो उसका जो एडवांटेज है, फर्स्ट इज कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री. इट non-verbal cues complement a verbal message by adding to its meaning. आप कुछ बता रहे हो, बोल के बता रहे हो, और साथ में आप कुछ ऐसे फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन, अच्छे एक्सप्रेशन दे रहे हो, तो इट एड्स द मीनिंग. इनको बोलेंगे नॉन वर्बल क्यू. देन ईजी प्रेजेंटेशन. इंफॉर्मेशन कैन बी ईजीली प्रेजेंटेड नॉन वर्बली यूजिंग ऑडियो विजुअल एड्स. ऑल्सो ऑडियो विजुअल एड्स भी आप यूज़ कर सकते हो. सब्सटीट्यूटिंग. नॉन वर्बल मैसेजेस कैन बी सब्सटीट्यूटेड बाय द जेस्चर. जैसे थम्स अप हमने अभी देखा था, इट मीन्स एवरीथिंग इज गोइंग ऑन वेल. सो इट कैन बी सब्सटीट्यूटेड. इंस्टेड ऑफ स्पीकिंग यू कैन give the facial expression or the gestures. रिड्यूसेस द वेस्टेज ऑफ टाइम, टाइम वेस्ट नहीं होता है थ्रू नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन। साइन से आप बहुत कुछ बोल जाते हो, बोलने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती है, साइन के थ्रू ही आपका जो बात है दैट इज़ शोन। नाउ डिस्पाइट ऑल दिस एडवांटेजेस वी हैव द लिमिटेशंस ऑफ नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन ऑल्सो। इट इज़ वैग एंड इम्प्रिसाइज। कई बार ये बहुत से लोगों के लिए उतनी समझने में आसान नहीं होती है नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन, सो इट इज़ वैग एंड इम्प्रिसाइज। कंटिन्यूअस होती है ये, एक बार अगर आपने किसी तरह का जेस्चर दिया है तो हो सकता है वो आप उसको टेक बैक नहीं कर पाओ, ये कंटिन्यू करो। सो इट इज़ कंटिन्यूअस, इट इज़ यू आर नॉट एबल टू स्टॉप इट आफ्टर अ सर्टेन टाइम। मल्टी चैनल, while watching someone's eye you may miss something significant in the hand gesture। आपको जब किसी की तरफ देखना है तो you are not able to see everything, the hands, the eyes, the facial expression। if you are concentrating on one thing you may lose or miss something else। so आप पूरी तरह से communication नहीं मिल पाता है आपको। कल्चर बाउंड, द कम्युनिकेशन नॉन वर्बल इज़ कल्चर बाउंड। एक जगह जो चीज़ सही होती है वो दूसरे किसी कंट्री में सही नहीं भी होती है। लाइक थम्स अप इज़ गुड, डूइंग थम्स अप इज़ गुड इन USA बट इट इज़ नॉट कंसिडर्ड राइट इन अ लॉट ऑफ कंट्रीज लाइक जापान। सो इट मे बी कल्चर बाउंड। नाउ लॉन्ग कन्वर्सेशंस आर नॉट पॉसिबल थ्रू नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन। आपको अगर लंबा कोई मैसेज देना है ओनली थ्रू जेस्चर और फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन और साइंस आप नहीं दे सकते हो। देन वी आर हैविंग आफ्टर दिस पर्सपेक्टिव इन द कम्युनिकेशन, द पर्सपेक्टिव और द आउटकम विच कम्स फ्रॉम द कम्युनिकेशन आर शेयर्ड मैसेजेस, मीनिंग्स एंड प्रैक्टिसेस आर कॉन्स्टिट्यूटेड थ्रू लैंग्वेज एंड सिम्बल्स। अब यहाँ पे क्या होता है, वी ऑल कम टू ईच communication exchange with our own filter through which we see the world। everybody is having a perspective। जो लोग जो समझना चाहते हैं कई बार चीज़ों को उसी तरह से समझते हैं। so there is a perception, सबका अपना नज़रिया होता है, दो लोगों का नज़रिया आपस में नहीं भी मिलता है कई बार। so visual perception is the ability to see and interpret, analyze the meaning ऑफ द विजुअल इन्फॉर्मेशन। एक विजुअल इन्फॉर्मेशन, एक पिक्चर से 10 लोग 10 अलग इंटरप्रिटेशन निकाल सकते हैं। जैसे यहाँ पे एक पिक्चर दी हुई है एंड व्हाट यू कैन सी अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स थ्रू दिस पिक्चर। सो दिस इज़ एन एक्टिविटी विच वी कैन डू आफ्टरवर्ड्स ऑल्सो। देन वी हैव लैंग्वेज। हर एक की अपनी लैंग्वेज होती है विच दे आर कंफर्टेबल इन। तो लैंग्वेज अनदर थिंग इज दैट विच कैन बी हैविंग the different perspective। we experience different perspective along with the language। the words used in different language can give different kind of interpretation। past experiences again play a very important role in this। then there are prejudices। prejudices मतलब आप एक अपने मन में किसी व्यक्ति के बारे में कोई एक बना लेते हो which can be right, which can be wrong also। so हमारा अपना एक कुछ प्रिजुडाइस होता है। प्रिजुडाइस इज़ जो हम बोल सकते हैं उसको अपना एक हम कुछ किसी के बारे में एक राय बना लेते हैं, अपनी एक कोई सोच बना लेते हैं, दैट इज़ प्रिजुडाइस। नाउ फीलिंग्स आर एक्चुअली 2 ways in which your feelings can influence your communication। फर्स्ट इज़ द वे यू फील ऑन अ गिवन डे। एक दिन आपका अगर मूड इतना अच्छा नहीं है तो आपका कम्युनिकेशन इस चीज़ से अफेक्ट हो सकता है। और सम अदर वे इफ़ यू कैन, सेकेंड एस्पेक्ट इज इट रिफर्स टू हाउ यू फील अबाउट अ स्पेसिफिक पर्सन। फीलिंग आर ऑफ 2 ways। वन इज़ हाउ यू आर फीलिंग ऑन अ पर्टिकुलर डे, अच्छा आपको लग रहा है कि बुरा लग रहा है, या एक पर्टिकुलर व्यक्ति के बारे में आपको अच्छा लग रहा है या बुरा लग रहा है। सो दिस कैन अगेन अफेक्ट योर कम्युनिकेशन। एनवायरनमेंट जहाँ पर आप हैं, जहाँ आप कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हैं, इट कैन अगेन अफेक्ट योर कम्युनिकेशन। हो सकता है एनवायरनमेंट उतना फ्रेंडली नहीं है तो आप इतना इफेक्टिवली कम्युनिकेट न कर पाओ। Now what are the factors affecting communication at workplace, at the office or the place where you are working? First is cultural diversity। a lot of people are working everywhere and they are having different culture, so cultural diversity difference is there. Misunderstanding of the message can be there. Emotional differences are there. Then again, past experience, here it is coming that you may be having some kind of bad or good experience associated with somebody or some place, so that can again play some role in the communication style. Then educational and intellectual differences, everybody is not having same kind of education, and the intellectual level, मतलब अंडरस्टैंडिंग का जो लेवल है, दैट कैन अगेन बी डिफरेंट फॉर डिफरेंट पीपल. सो ऑल दीज टाइप ऑफ थिंग्स प्ले वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल इन communication, right? So now we are coming to the basic writing skills, which you have already must be having knowledge of all these things in your English classes. You must have been told about it. So in writing skills, we are coming to the kind of sentences. We have 4 type of sentences. First is declarative sentence. Declarative sentence, when you are telling something and it ends with a period with a full stop. Then we have interrogative sentence, where you ask a question and there is a question mark in it. Then we have exclamatory sentences, where you are showing strong feelings or surprise and it has an exclamation mark at the end. And we have imperative sentence, where we are giving a command to somebody. It can end with a period or exclamation mark. So these are the type of sentences. You must have already read about it in your English class, so we are not discussing it in detail. So that's what in the communication skills of class 9 IT syllabus. These are few of the activities which we are going to discuss in future. These are the activities which we will be doing, so we have a better understanding. So here we have the communication skills part of part A, employability skills of IT syllabus of class 9. So bye for now. You can go through and then we will be having a discussion about the next type of skills, that is self-management skills, in the next video. So thank you and have a nice day.